Hello, Internet. I'm making this video for a second time because YouTube keeps rejecting it because it was too long. 18 minutes. I'm sorry, YouTube. I am not Sarah Ballinger. I am not Joshua Evans. I do not have millions of followers. I'm sorry. Is that the reason why my videos are getting cut off? I don't know. But anyway, maybe this video will be a lot smoother because sometimes the second times are better. Except for when we tried the Lebanese candy. That was not good because I really wanted y'all to see Yasmina, but sometimes it's not so good to see the little kids because there are some creepers out there. So, yeah. So, guess we'll start at the beginning. Last week was probably actually a good week. So, I'll start with today and then I'll get with what I told my voice coach, which I have on, I see on Tuesdays, and she always looks forward to my crazy stories. So, and I told her I had like a really good week actually, and I kind of had nothing to say except for two little events. But anywho, so start with this morning. Every time I record, on Sing by, is it Smule or Smule? I never know. Anyway, I love that app, and I just did like 4 recordings, and this time they were really good, man. Oh, I should put my Smola thing in the comments. I mean, not the comments, description. I shall do that. Anyway, okay, so I was in my room, and I thought I had already opened them before, but for my birthday, I got, some, microphones, and, from Sam Ash. I always thought it was Sam Ask, and I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But, anywho, and I always used to look at, like, the keyboard stuff and the microphone stuff, but that was really, like, for professional people. But, in my old voice coach does own, a recording studio, but, and I've written, like, 2 songs, but they're, like, really corny, and I have written some poetry, and, I always thought I was really bad at poetry, but I still kept some of my old poetry from school, and my mom thinks I'm a really good poetic writer, whatever, and I've written some for my little brother for school and stuff, so, yeah, anyway, so I was in my room, opening up, once again, these microphone things, seeing if maybe I could use one of them for recording earlier today, but they're very complicated, and they're, like, more, like, for, like, one of them was definitely, like, for, like, professional, like, in the studio, or, like, with one of those little beatbox things, or stuff like that, like my little brother had. Like, I completely hate rap. Like, I swear, if my kids ever listen to rap, I'm literally gonna stop the car and be like, change that or get out the car. No, I'm kidding, abandonment. But, yeah, so, anywho, when I was opening them up, and in one of them, there was the Spanish instructions on top of the box when I opened it. I'm just, like, looking around, I'm like, I'm sorry, did we buy this in Mexico or something? Like, where the heck are the English? This is America. We speak English. I'm sorry, I need the English instructions. And, so I see something white on the bottom of the box, and it is the English instructions. I'm sorry, are you trying to tell me something here? Like, are you trying to say the Spanish is better than English or something like that? Like, why not put them together? Like, why are they separated? Why are they on the bottom? Like, it's not like there wasn't enough room in the box. They're paper. But anyway, that was a little something this morning. And then while I was on my computer doing stuff, and by the way, I'm down here in the kitchen because I'm working on my computer. I'm not going to carry it upstairs. So I was in the kitchen, and I hear and the music is playing, so I hear what kind of sounds like gunshots, whatever, and at our lake house, there's a military base down there, so, like, yeah, it kind of sounds like gunshots. And then I'm like, oh, the frickin' neighbors, like a bunch of idiots, are probably doing fireworks, which I thought was illegal here. But apparently it's not. And speaking of illegal, it's illegal to do garage sales here, which is because they will lower the value of the houses. Like, you didn't need that to lower the value of the houses, okay? Because these houses are ugly. But anywho, oh, ow. So yeah, and then later, the lights go off, and they come right back on, So I'm just like, okay, and then it starts getting like real loud. So I'm like, okay, that is not fireworks. No, that is some thunder. All right, so, then, cut to, I guess, some interesting stuff from Avakin Life, that I'm now playing. I don't need to talk about Pokemon Go. I'm sorry. Maybe that can be another video. I know everybody's making videos about Pokemon Go, but I feel like I'd get a lot of hate. So I'm not going to do that. And yeah. So anyway, Avakin Life, so much freaking lesbian stalkers. Like, people, educate yourselves. Okay? Okay, Mom just came up. Okay, I'm making a video. Because it wouldn't send. It's like cutting me off. Like,
it's like 19 minutes, that's why.
Yeah, it's like literally, I think it's because I don't have a lot of viewers or something like that. Like, I don't know. It just keeps, it did it with the trying Lebanese candy too, so I had to do that. I mean, sorry, not the Lebanese candy, the Asian candy, food, snacks, whatever.
Just do it in little spurts, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it in a two-parter, but I'm making another one, so.
Julia's mom stopped by and dropped off more watermelon.
Okay, well, I'll need to finish the video. So, so yeah, like I was saying.
You didn't stop it?
No. I have to keep going. Oh my gosh, parents are annoying. Interruptions. Okay, anywho, so Lebanese does not mean lesbian, okay? Lebanese means from Lebanon. Okay, you need to educate yourselves. And if I need to say that slower, because clearly you think with your asshole and not with your ears, and clearly it goes through your head, then please, just, how, they don't even sound similar. Okay, Lebanese and lesbian. They don't sound similar, they don't use the same letters, okay? Only an idiot would say they sound similar. And maybe you are distracted by my avatar's look, whatever, so maybe that's why you can't think straight. Like, get those rocks out of your head and think. Okay? So when that girl was like, yeah, I'm one too, I was like, honey, that don't even make sense. I just said Lebanese means from Lebanon. How are you going to say I'm one too? That doesn't even make sense. Anywho, so, gosh, I need to try to cut this off so it doesn't get rejected again. Cut to, my friend asked me to play, if I wanted to play a game. I'm like, sure, I like to play some games, and he's not a pervert or nothing. So I was like, sure. So he asked to play Truth or Dare, and we're like, I played it in, line play with my friend, with my bro. My God, I'm getting nasty. So anyway, so yeah, we go to the new venue. I just keep calling it the Avenue. I got it right this time. So we go there and we're just like telling you like go up to that person and say this. Nothing like perverted. Just and so this guy walks in named Boss, and oh, by the way, my bro is in there too. He goes by Moths, and so my friend Neo, he's like, tell that dude he's a D, and tell him that you're not afraid of him. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine, because this guy actually is a D. So I go up to him and he's like, what the F did you say? Basta? And I'm just like, whoa, it was a joke, dude. Whatever. So I get kicked off, and then I come back and he's like, and Boss is like, I'm gonna kill her and stuff like that. And I'm like, come in. I'm like, I'm laughing. Like, this is funny to me. And I'm just like, oh, are you now? Stuff like that. He's like, I'm gonna hack your Avakin life and then like find where you live or something like that. I'm like, ha, nice, good try. Good luck with that, because my daddy is stopped. So, and I also tell him, I'm just like, and I'd also cut off your B bag before you can type in my coordinates to the GPS. And I was just like, I love how I come up with these stuff. It's just like, so it just comes so naturally now. But, yeah, so, that happened. And, I left. And so then cut to at the next party, there's, my bro's Moss is having a party because he reached level 20. And so he's like, sis, did you block boss? And I'm just like, yeah, he threatened me and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah. And then I'm like, so should I leave and stuff like that? And it's like, it's one of those. It's this time. It's one of those things that it's like you could mean that in a sassy way, but I didn't. It was just honestly just a question. I'm like, he's your friend, so do you want me to leave? And then he's like, no. He's like, that's your choice. And I was like, I can kind of read between the lines there, and like saying that, yeah, I kind of want to hang out with him, so can you please leave? I was like, okay, whatever. So that's how I take it, and so I leave. And then later he pops up, and people always scare me like that. He pops up, and I'm like, what? And he's like, well, I was going to talk with you, but whatever. And I was like, yeah, you want to hang out with a douchebag, then don't let me stop you. Like, don't let me mess up your fun. Whatever. And so I God, I just got thrown off now. I can't let this go too far. I'm like watching the clock at the same time. I think that's it. Okay, and then that's that. And then cut to the next day, I think. Bro's having a party, and this dude Saber is there, and he's kind of a good friend of he's a good friend of my brother's and became a good friend of mine. And I think Bro knocks out or the connection goes bad or something. So me and Saber are kind of talking. We're talking about like coffee and chocolate and just like, just talking, whatever. And then I go and he goes, whatever. And so he's like, why don't you like boss? And I was like, because he threatened me. And he's like, oh, well, if it helps, he's 16 and he does have anger problems. I'm like, yeah, think. And so I told him some things that I was kind of concerned with. Bro, I was kind of concerned with these. That, like, you no longer, like, invited me to parties and stuff. And I think it, like, started, like, ever since that thing happened with Boss. So I was kind of concerned, and I kind of did let it go that far. And I kind of told him about it. And he's just, like, he's comforting me. And he's just like, well, he cares about you both and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I know. But I just, like, felt something changed. And so, yeah, so that happened. God, where am I going with this? I don't know, but yeah, so anyway, that's what happens, and I'm gonna cut this off because it's becoming 12 minutes. Oh my gosh, I hope it's not too long. Otherwise, I'm just gonna post the edit video, and yeah, David, if I end up posting this one, I hope you don't, or that one, whatever, I hope you don't get mad at the things that I said in the last one because I didn't mean it. I love you so much. I'm sorry. Okay, well, stay true, people, and do you. All right, bye.